Medvedev, please raise your hand, state your name and organisation when asking your question. Daniil, into the semi-finals. Tell us how you're feeling right now.
Oh, I'm feeling great right now. Was a very tough match. At one moment, really close to lose. But yeah, happy that I managed to put myself back together. Where there was a moment in the match I started just losing kind of everything, the focus, the momentum of the match, which can happen, of course, at this level. And Chris played well. And I'm happy that I managed to put it back together and step it up to be able to win. So really happy and looking forward to next match.
Daniil, how would you describe, now that you're in your first Wimbledon semi-final, your career journey to get to this point?
I don't know, actually, because I thought about this today during the match, honestly. You know, when I started losing it, I was like, okay, what's happening? Why is it happening like this? And then I went kind of, you know, in my career, I was able to do a lot of big things, which probably 4 or 5 years ago, I didn't think I would be able to do. And that's when I was like, okay, I need to try to turn this match around and to do like I did many times to win this tough battles at the Grand Slam. And yeah, I would say that this Wimbledon semi-final is honestly not that much about my career past before. It's about I managed to step up my game so far during this tournament. Before the tournament, I was not feeling well with my tennis. First round, I was not feeling well. And starting from the second round, it was only getting better and better. And yeah, as I say, today was a small moment where I lost, let's say, everything I was building till this moment. But I managed to bring it back and maybe even go a step further. So I hope I can do it also in the semis.
Hi, Neil Spires from The Express. When you're talking about the tough moments in the match, you had that code violation there. What was your take on that? And also, was there any moment in your head where you thought disqualification might be an issue?
I didn't do anything for this, but yeah, so what happened, I for sure started losing, a little bit frustrated. There were some balls I almost was there and I saw I was not there, so I was like trying to lean and the ball went in the crowd. So I was like, the referee is probably gonna start talking to me, and he didn't. And actually the last one where I got a code, I didn't want to do what happened to the ball because it was actually a little bit dangerous. I wanted to kind of chip it so it goes over the net, and it dropped. It didn't bounce as it should be, and so the ball was going like this, and I was like, oh my god. That was very unlucky, but at the end nothing happened. So that's why I was actually surprised about the code, because I can understand if something would happen. I don't know, you know, but finally nothing happened, so you cannot normally give me a code. But we had a chat with the umpire afterwards, and I think we were both wrong. I was wrong with my emotions. He was maybe in something else, but that's a question to him. So yeah, in general, it was a little bit unlucky situation where nothing happened, so we move on.
Did it hit the camera then?
It did. I saw that in my what I saw, it hit the wall. So yeah.
Yeah, hey Daniil.
The wall is fine.
I'm worried about the ball. For a long time in that match, you were, you know, so far back you were maybe gonna like take a seat in the chair, and he kept hitting the serves and then the drop shots, and I think a lot of people were wondering how long is this gonna go on for. It went on for a really long time. I'm just kind of curious why you waited so long before you then moved about 10 feet forward.
First of all, because the first set was I was putting pressure on him every game. I think every game was deuce. I had a break point after I won his serve, after I broke him already. And I felt like, I mean, against Chris, some of the players, they couldn't break him no matter standing close or far. So I was like, I think I'm doing the right thing. It's just I have to execute it better. And at one moment in the match, I was like, okay, I have to try to change something, because I think second and third set, I didn't have a break point. So that's when I was like, okay, I have to try to change something and see if it goes better. And I straight away saw that it was putting a little bit maybe more pressure on him. So I just continued doing it. And I always said that I try to see in the match what works and what doesn't. And so till I started doing it, I still thought that it's going to work the way it was. And at the moment where I thought it might not, I changed it.
Hi there, Dan King from The Sun. It was obvious today that the crowd were backing him more than you, but then after the match, you know, you got a really big ovation as well. Because of everything that's going on elsewhere, how pleased have you been that the crowd have been, have been fair? And have you felt that the crowd have been fair to you and indeed to the other Russian and Belarusian players and supported you and appreciated you and not got on your backs?
I actually don't know about others because I didn't see many of them play. I saw Andre against Novak. I think the crowd was great. I didn't see Arena play a lot. I actually saw, but with no sound. So I don't know. But about me, I said after the first match, the crowd is amazing. And I felt today that they were backing him. Why? I don't know. Maybe his tennis, maybe his underdog, maybe something else. But again, till all the matches, till the quarterfinal, they were amazing. And as you say today, they were backing him a little bit more. But same when it was 2-1, I was 2-1 down. I was like, okay, what I was talking, I'm down now. Let's see if they support me. And I actually felt more support as I said in the previous match. So it's been amazing. It's been amazing. Let's see how it is on center court because so far I have been playing only on court one. I think it's going to be the same. It's going to be amazing to play Carlos next.
Daniil, Sebastián Varela for Clay. And have you been able to study Carlos Alcaraz during this time? And what are you taking from that match in USA?
Yeah, I think Indian Wells is not going to count a lot here. Such difference, so slow Indian Wells. So, I mean, it's not going to be the same on Wimbledon. The ball bounces lower, the serve is more important, where there I felt like I couldn't get 3 points with the serve. I saw some of his matches. I saw a little bit against Matteo. And did I see anything else? I'm not sure, actually. But I saw a little bit against Matteo. For sure going to discuss tactically with my coach. But it's interesting to play someone like Carlos. I mean, he is amazing. Amazing player. He's still 19, right? So what he continues to do is just unbelievable. He doesn't stop. And I don't think he will. But I played a lot of great players in my career, and I managed to win many times. So I'm going to try to do my best. And if I show my best, I'll have my chances.
Just to kind of follow up on that, what about Carlos is most impressive to you?
I think the power, and when he was 17, which was actually not long ago, but he was much less mature and younger, which is normal, he was missing. So everyone was kind of wondering, everyone saw that he's amazing, but everyone was wondering, is he going to find a way to miss less, producing the same power? And he did quite fast. And so that's what's pretty amazing, because, with him, if you give him one easy shot, you can be in trouble. Maybe big chances you're going to get a winner, even with, let's say, in my opinion, with Novak or Andy, even Rafa, you kind of feel like you can have a chance to get this shot and maybe add, but then the thing is that they're going to have 20 more. With Carlos, maybe you're not going to get this one. It's one shot sometimes is brutal. And I think that's what the most powerful in his game. And that's what I will have to try to deal with.
Simone.
Hey, Daniil. You've talked obviously a lot this year about adapting your game to clay and now adapting to grass. I'm wondering, obviously, you won Rome, and here your first Wimbledon semi-final, which is a huge deal. Is there any kind of common thread from the two surfaces and the way you've been able to perform better on both this year?
On clay, for sure, I found something, let's say, adapted a lot, and I found something especially in the movement. And again, for sure, Rome was amazing, but even Roland Garros and other losses, which was Madrid and Monte Carlo, I played good. It's just my opponents were better. So I felt like I didn't have this feeling where, oh my God, clay, I cannot win a match. I actually felt like I played well, just a little bit luck here and there, and still not my favorite surface, so you can beat me there. And here I would say I managed to find the rhythm, which on grass I feel like you have to adapt less in a way. You just have to serve well and try to return and make one break a set, which sounds easy, but it's not, because your opponent is trying to do the same. And I managed to find this rhythm, which I rarely had on grass, because the bounces sometimes go through the court, so you're going to be late on the swing. And I managed to find it so far, so hopefully I can keep it for 2 more matches.
Another thing is that after 3 sets, according to the stats, you may not agree with them, but you had only 5 unforced errors. I'm curious just what it feels like to be losing.
I think I saw the stats after the match and I was like, wow. I felt like at one moment in the match I was just missing in a way, and it doesn't show in the stats. So first of all, depends who made the stats. Maybe maybe they were wrong, but it's also possible that the way Chris plays, it's actually tough to do an unforced error, because he's hitting so strong, so that when you miss, it's probably a lot of the times a forced error. So when I saw after the match, I was like, how did it go to 5 sets? I have 30 unforced errors. And if it's always a question, do they add double faults there? If they did, I have like, I don't know, 5 maybe. But it's true that maybe, the way he hit through the ball counted to that. But what I saw is that I managed to step up my serve in the 4th set. That's what I was missing in 2nd and 3rd. And that was a key. I actually saw I lost two points on the serve in 4th set, and one of them on the tiebreak. And that's big. That puts a lot of pressure on your opponent. And that's very important on grass.
Obviously, Daniil, you weren't allowed to play last year. Does that give you additional motivation to try and do well and try and win this tournament this year? And also, I would just like to ask you straight out, do you like the grass now?
Let's wait for 2 more matches. I like it definitely more than before, but I want to try to go all the way, and then you can ask me again. And about last year, not really, honestly. I always said I want to be here. I want to play. I mean, Wimbledon is an amazing tournament, and I wanted to do well here because it was my worst Grand Slam, 4th round. Never managed to get into the flow here to make it click. And so I was just disappointed last year that I didn't have this opportunity to try, to prove to myself that I can go far in Wimbledon, which is an iconic tournament. And so that's why I was really motivated this year, not especially for a long time, not playing well on Grand Slams. I was like, I want to do well here. I want to try. It's not going to be easy. I sometimes try to put less pressure on myself, and I feel like it's good. But this time I kind of put more pressure on myself before the tournament. I was like, I have to do well here. And sometimes it's tricky because by putting more pressure, you become more vulnerable, especially if you yourself put pressure. But I managed to do it, so I'm happy so far. But I'm going to put even more pressure for next 2 matches. Thank you. Bien sûr, bien